see you have Judge Carpwell and his wife in adjoining dressing rooms. Rather like booking Abe Lincoln and Stephen A. Douglas on the Love Boat. But whatever doesn't kill them is great for our ratings.
Be that way, Julia, but if we have a son, we're going to name him Rush Limbaugh.
Over my dead body will you name little Hillary Rush?
Le plus ça change, eh, Mason?
C'est la vie, I suppose.
I understand the GOP missed you at the convention.
I couldn't get away, but I followed your play-by-plays. I still can't quite believe you actually asked the First Lady if Millie was a registered Republican.
Well, these are the dog days, old man. Well, the elections are right around the corner. Anything that Babs says makes headlines. As do you and Julia. Who was it that had the brainstorm to have you run for Superior Court judge on opposing tickets?
That wasn't exactly a brainstorm, more like we just simply took leave of our senses, Emily. But we have agreed that whoever wins, the loser will accept defeat with grace.
Well, you're certainly both more than capable.
That depends on whom you ask.
Vietnam, Watergate, Ab Scam, Iran-Contra, the SNL debacle. Record high unemployment, record low morale. Welcome to politics, boys. Have a cigar.
John Jacoby, I don't believe you've met my wife, Julia Wainwright Capwell.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Jacoby, and I'm happy to be here on your firing line.
Why do I feel like I'm about to face a firing squad?
Well, you better say your prayers, Tootsie, and hope she'll be listening. This is carrying cronyism to new heights, isn't it? Wasn't John a young Republican with you in college?
He was indeed. He turned out to be a terrible disappointment. Middle of the road all the way.
Oh, well, then I guess it's just you and me.
Julia, all is fair in love and politics.
All is fair in love and war. And this is war. I take no prisoners.
Then may the best man or woman win. Jake. That is not fair.
All fair. And I'm quoting.
Julia, they need you in makeup.
Show them your best side, darling.
Ow!
I heard them making book on whether or not you and Meyson would make it through the campaign as husband and wife.
Tell them to put me down for a piece of the action.
I'm not thrilled to tell you that your court date has been moved up.
How much time have we got?
About a week.
Is that enough time to prepare my defense?
Well, that's why we need to talk. I've had a change in strategy since we entered your not guilty plea at your arraignments. And what I would like you to do is just take a look at this, read it very carefully, and then we'll discuss where we go from here. Just, take your time.
Time's up. The answer is no way.
What's the problem?
The problem is my lawyer wants me to plead guilty to Frank's murder.
My God, Mrs. Julia. You look so beautiful.
Let's go. Now.
Say please.
Now.
Say please.
The next time we go for the face. After that, there is no next time.
What time is it?
You overslept. You're late.
Well, then you overslept too. How did your evening go with Dawn?
Your boyfriend has adenoid trouble.
Yeah, but your girlfriend, she drools.
I wonder where they are now.
I don't know, probably somewhere together, snoring and drooling.
Guess we shouldn't laugh, huh?
Who's laughing?
What's this? Aha, a note. We hit the slopes early this morning. Guess it's just you and me, huh? Bad choice of words.
In his opinion.
Majority rules. Are we two together or too far apart?
I don't know. What do you think?
Timing is everything.
I think so, too. Well, at least we agree on something.
Look at us.
I'm looking at you, Lionel. It's for the last time, isn't it?
Oh.
Sawyer, oh my God, thank God I thought that you were dead.
Did they hurt you?
No, I'm fine, but we've got to get you to a hospital.
No. Don't ask too many questions. I'll be okay. Just help me out.
But sir, you could be seriously injured. I think it could have killed you.
No. Those guys weren't even in shape. Besides, if I'm out of commission, Watkins is at a loss. The whole point was just to mess me up a little. Oh, God. What time is it?
Almost 2:30.
Holy smoke, we gotta get to the garden. The public garden. My mom and your father are there.
Sir, you were in no condition to go
Aurora,
anywhere.
please.
Oh.
This is much too important for both of us.
Sure. Look, tell me what you want me to do. I don't know what to do.
Put my arm around you. Help me up. Let me lean on you.
Here you come, Mike, tonight. Yes, you got a job.
Help me.
What happened?
There's no time for that right now. You've got to help me get Luke over to the public gardens. My father's there, and he's a doctor. He can help.
I don't know if it's such a good idea if we move him.
Enzo, if you're a friend, help us. Please.
Okay. Just come on, friend. You have to come on.
Here we go.
Don't worry. Okay, here we go. Can you get the door? Okay, here we go.
From now on, I work solo. This partnership is dissolved. It's over. Finished. What is this?
Well, it was supposed to be a family reunion for my daughter and your son.
Let's talk about that, Micah. We were on a stakeout, not a love-in. So why did you kiss me?
Well, I wasn't seized by any bit of unbridled passion, so don't get your knickers twisted. We were being followed by one of McCabe's henchmen, hadn't you noticed? He was wearing the Nikon camera, the polyblend socks, hovering on the periphery. And while we're on the subject, if it was so unpleasant, why'd you kiss me back?
I didn't just graduate from the police academy. I've got eyes. I saw that man checking us out before you ever did.
And you didn't let on. Why? Well, let me drink to your professionalism, my dear.
You don't believe me. That is such a male, typical, egotistical... You don't believe that there's a woman alive who can't resist your charms. Is that it, Doctor? Well, here she is. Feast your eyes on her. Simple little Jodie Walker. Not some fancy countess refugee from some Fellini film. Oh, Cara, let me fluff your pillow. Let me get you a cigar. I am man, you are woman. Bésame mucho. What are you laughing at?
Oh, you. You can be so delightful sometimes.
That kiss didn't mean anything. And I don't care whether you believe me or not.
What's a kiss between friends? We're all lonely.
Not that lonely.
Ah, yes, we're all that lonely, Jodie.
Don't you dare do that to me.
Do what?
That. I mean, I've got a full head of steam going here. Don't you dare be nice to me.
Why? It'll be so terrible.
Yes. Because if you're nice to me, I may start crying. And if I start crying, I don't know whether I'll ever be able to stop.
We can't have that. Shall we just get back to the subject at hand? Shall we just go back out and find our children?
Yes. I'm going to change out of this skirt if you don't mind.
Listen, I'll see you back here in 10 minutes.
10 minutes? What kind of dandy are you, Micah? Make it 5.
She can't plead guilty.
No, Warren, please. Let me handle this. Mr. McNeil, I've already told you that I didn't kill Frank Goodman. Why would I want to plead guilty?
Bottom line, you've been charged with second-degree murder. We can't plea bargain to a lesser charge because Connor has built a case the state will most likely win. But we might be able to do something with the penalty phase. Maybe get you off with a lighter sentence. Possibly even some probation with some community service.
That's it? Those are my options?
No, not if you want to plead not guilty by reason of insanity.
This whole thing is insane. I am not crazy, and I didn't do anything wrong.
I understand that. But I've been retained as your attorney to represent your best interest.
You've known me less than a day. How could you have any idea what's in my best interest?
Neil? It's been a little bit of a rough time for everybody, so if you don't mind leaving the room, we'd like to talk alone for a minute.
Certainly.
Please don't say it.
Shakespeare said it, not me. First, we kill all the lawyers. I don't know what to tell you. He's supposed to be one of the best.
Well, he's amateur night and Dixie as far as my defense is concerned. I am not going to plead guilty or insane or anything else that will compromise what I've been through. That's the same thing as walking into court and having Frank pass sentence on me. And I'm not about to let him have the last word. Anyone who doesn't understand that, I don't need and I don't want on my side.
Okay, he's out. What's plan B?
Well, I need someone in my corner who understands what I've been through. Not somebody who'll just pay lip service to my experience and then cut a deal for the sake of expediency.
He's listed at the top of his class.
I'm sure he's very good at what he does. If all you're interested in is a quick legal fix, wham, bam, see the court clerk on your way out, $60 or 60 days. But I am not fighting for a reduced sentence, and I'm not pleading guilty with an excuse. I am fighting for complete exoneration and freedom without any conditions. Anything less than that is unacceptable.
This is a list of other attorneys.
Randall Gordon, Esquire. Dale Josephs, Esquire. Esquire, 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 Esquire. The problem with this list is that it's all men. I need a woman on my side. Because really only a woman understands my side. A woman won't put my life on trial because it's her life too. A woman will fight for me because in the end, all the victories and all the defeats are shared no matter who gets the glory or who gets the blame. As long as we don't roll over and play dead and let the Franks and the McNeils of this world walk all over us. That's all I'm asking for, Warren.
At least you don't ask for much, do you?
Well, I guess I finally found my voice. You helped me find it, you know.
Well, lightning can strike twice. You're very special. I'll be back.
Where are you going?
I'm going to go find this woman you need.
Five minutes to air.
I see Mason's brought his reinforcements.
Oh, pish-tosh. Angela Cassidy couldn't reinforce the inside of a paper bag. And CC never had a dime or an opinion that he didn't inherit. You just tell the truth, you're going to be fine.
Well, I'm not worried about me. I just hope Mason keeps his agreement to fight fair and stick to the issues.
And we're in big trouble.
I'll tell you something. This is going to be interesting.
I will give her a run for her money.
Mm-hmm.
Break a leg, Your Honor. We've got a lot riding on the outcome.
Meaning?
I'll tell you if and or when.
All right, places, everyone.
Good luck.
Same to you.
1 minute to tape.
You have tacos for lunch?
Why?
Tacos because you have some taco sauce on your chin.
I didn't have tacos for lunch.
My mistake. Probably just a spontaneous inflammation of the sebaceous gland of the hair follicle.
Pardon me?
And we're rolling in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hello, everyone. I'm John Jacoby, welcoming you to today's edition of Face the Issues. It is my great pleasure to welcome into the political arena District Attorney Julia Wainwright and the Honorable Judge Mason Capwell. They both happen to be running for the same judicial seat in the Superior Court. One on the Republican ticket and one on the Democratic. And to make matters more interesting, they're both married to each other. So, after this brief commercial message, we'll be back and let the games begin.
Thank you. Done deal.
Are you sure?
Decision just came down.
We'll score one for our side.
Angela.
Hi, Warren.
They almost done here?
No, actually, they just started, but here's something to help pass the time. Remember that request you had for BJ? It just came through. Mason's been assigned to the case.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's great. What did you have to do to get that done?
Ask me no questions, I'll tell you no lies, but it was no sacrifice.
We're coming from commercial. And 5, 4, 3, 2.
Judge Capwell, Ms. Wainwright, welcome to you both. Issue number 1, the death penalty. In California, it's the law. Judge Capwell, is it a good one?
I think it's a necessary evil. Death by lethal injection or the electric chair is the only fitting punishment for murder. And as a sheer deterrent, execution maximizes the public safety.
Except in 1972, the Supreme Court ruled in Furman versus Georgia that the death penalty was meted out with freakish irregularity, and so its use was arbitrary and therefore cruel.
Nevertheless, in states that so choose, it is the law.
I don't believe that a life for a life is a sound principle of criminal justice. Now, the unjust and inequitable way women are treated in this country is another issue entirely, and I'd be happy to debate that.
Let's save that issue for later in the program, Ms. Wainwright. Your Honor, what is your position on the environment?
Oh, well, that's easy. If you look back 2 years ago to the Oasis Resort Project, they were groundbreaking. There was a bird sanctuary that Judge Capwell promised.
Does your wife always answer for you, Your Honor?
The ancient saying is no heresy. Hanging and wiving goes by destiny. And it was my destiny to marry a woman with a mind of her own. I have been known to speak for myself, however, and I'm deeply concerned about the environment.
If it doesn't come between you and your next profit and loss statement.
I resent that. Capitalism is not a crime. It's the foundation of this great country. There are, however, some people who shall remain nameless, but who are listed under the L category, who seem to feel...
category. The L category, is that a reference you're making to the word liberal? Because in my definition, liberal is not a dirty word.
Well, in mine, a liberal is a person whose interests are not at stake at the moment.
I take exception to that. What's at stake in this country after 12 years of mishandled mismanagement on all levels is of the greatest concern to all of us.
Is that a subtle dig at conservative?
There's nothing subtle about it. A conservative government is nothing more than a smug elite body of self-serving hypocrites. Ask Anita Hill.
And a liberal is so broad-minded that anything goes. Morals out the window. Personal responsibility out the window.
If we can correct some of the ills caused by unchecked capitalism, I say go for it. If it's a crime to crusade for fair taxation with representation, minimum wage legislation, Social Security benefits, equal rights, decent public education, a national health plan that is responsible and up to date, not to mention the preservation of this environment, tell me what law I've broken, man's law or God's.
Since you apparently have appointed yourself spokesperson for the Almighty, I wonder what he or she would have to say about someone who willingly entered a contract to conceive a child out of wedlock. Someone who willingly and knowingly set out to subvert the traditional family structure by becoming purposely pregnant, unattached, and unmarried.
You are a potato head, and that's without an E.
This is what you want, isn't it?
If it's what you want, Lionel.
All I want is what you want. I guess our open marriage is about to close, isn't it?
I'll never learn, will I?
On what?
Not to believe in fairy tales. I'll never realize that I'm not Cinderella dancing the night away at some ball with Prince Charming, and that happy endings only exist in books and in my dreams. I would love to have been your Cinderella, finally. If only I could have. I would have been your Sleeping Beauty, your Snow White, your Marilyn Monroe, all wrapped up into one. Except they didn't like. And I'm only human. And I'm not a princess, and I'm not a moody queen.
I'll let you in on a secret. I'm not Prince Charming. Yeah, I think maybe I'm a little more suited to some of those character roles, you know, like Trolls, and Rumpelstiltskin, and maybe even the Frog. I tried being Sir Lancelot, and I just fell on my face. Maybe we were just both cast in the wrong roles, huh? I can't be your leading man if you rewrite the script to include this open marriage.
Lionel, I never wanted it. I thought it was what you wanted.
I thought it was what you wanted.
And maybe we should discuss it in a little more detail.
Yeah, maybe we should.
Who's there?
It's Janet.
That's low, Meyson. Here's the way our daughter was conceived as fodder for your political aspirations.
Ms. Wainwright, we're running out of time.
I really don't think this is the proper forum to air our private affairs. However, if this is the game you're wanting to play, I'm willing to play it.
I never mentioned a name.
I am very capable of bringing to light a number of inconsistencies in your very established conservative viewpoint.
The purpose of this debate is to paint a clear portrait of each judicial candidate, thereby allowing the public and the voters to make an informed and intelligent choice.
Your purpose is to smear my character at the expense of my daughter, and I won't allow it. I also won't allow anyone to suggest that a single parent in this country or anywhere else is not a family of great significance and value. Now, the people, our constituents, all of you who are watching this program have a God-given right to chart the course of your own life, not have it mandated by a bunch of dispossessed bureaucrats who, by the way, have free health care, pension plans, tax breaks, and all of the other perks and benefits that you are systematically denied. Vote for me or not, that's your choice. But do vote before they take that right away from you, too. That's all.
That's it. You gotta love it.
Okay, there doesn't seem to be anything broken. I'm going to get some tape for those ribs.
Honey, who did this to you?
There's nothing, Mom. It's just a misunderstanding.
Sawyer.
I'll be fine, really.
So good to see you. I didn't quite picture it like this. Is there any place it doesn't hurt?
I want to know everything. All the news from home. How's Dad and Cruz? And DJ? Did they find out who killed Frank?
Oh, maybe I'll catch you. It's so glad to see you again. I'm so worried in my mind.
It's all right, Dad. You didn't need to worry. Everything was fine until today.
What happened today?
We can talk about that later.
No, let's talk about it now. I mean, he's been hurt very badly. Who did it?
I don't know. The main thing is that we found you in time thanks to a friend who helped us get to the park.
We didn't see anybody else.
Oh, he had to leave. I think he got a new job.
Never mind. Look at you. You're dressing your hair. What's the boy done to you?
He's done nothing but protect me and watch out for me. If it weren't for him, I don't know where I'd be right now.
Oh, Cash, you're going to be home with me. Where you belong.
See, right now I belong with Sawyer. I don't want... Please don't be mad at me.
Listen, I'm not going to argue.
Sawyer! Micah, come here. He was trying to sit up and he just passed out. Daddy, you've got to help him.
Wait.
Blow it up your ballot box.
Julia!
I would let her cool off if I were you.
The ice cube's in hell first.
Oh, never mind. You got your point across, and you came off the winner.
What I'm most concerned about, Dad, is how I'm going to come across at home. I pressed a lot of Julia's buttons that were clearly marked, private property do not touch.
Well, not the end of the world. Just politics. You pressed her buttons, she pressed your buttons. Fact is, you were poised and unflappable. I'm afraid she was emotional and out of control. And if you're not sure you were the winner up there, she's got a little insurance for you.
So, what do you think?
I don't know what to say.
Well, try. Here comes the check.
Very, very good. That was very good.
Well, I told the truth. Now we just wait for the polls to close.
I wanted to ask you, the part about human rights, people's rights to human rights. Does that, a fair trial, does that fall in the same category? Like the human rights thing, if you have a fair trial, you get a fair trial.
Like the human rights thing, of course it does.
Good. There's a person I want you to talk to.
Who?
Well, come on. I'll take you to her.
Warren, this is not a good time.
Please?
Shirley, what are you doing here? I brought you Mrs. Lockridge.
Oh.
Claire, I thought you were home taking care of this baby.
What happened? I mean, is there a problem? Is he sick or something?
Oh, no, nothing like this. It was your mother, Mrs. Lockridge. She sent me with the baby, and also this note.
Well, let's see what Ma said here, buddy. Let's see. Dear Lionel and Gina, I believe this belongs to you. Whatever you chased halfway around the world to find, you could have saved yourself the time. had trouble, it's right here in your arm.
I hate to admit it, but she's right.
Yeah. Who'd have thunk it, huh? Who'd have thunk it? All that wisdom right here in CC's little son.
No, Lionel. He's ours. Our son. Yours and mine.
I do love him, you know. And don't forget,
What?
I love his mother.
Hi, BJ.
Julia.
I'm sorry about this. Warren, I can't do this. I'm district attorney. I may be on leave of absence, but it's still my job to see that BJ is prosecuted.
Oh, I know that. But she happens to desperately need your help.
What would you like me to do, resign?
Well, if it comes to that. Temporarily, though. You see, our legal man happens to have a preconceived notion about this case and feels BJ is responsible for what happened to Frank Goodman. He thinks the jury is going to see it that way also, unless, of course, you're there to convince him otherwise.
Why me?
Because you're strong, you're smart, and you're tough. But mainly because you've been where she is. You've seen what she sees, and you fought for your life the same way she's fighting for hers. You have the experience in wartime. We need your help, Julia.
All right, BJ. Tell me what happened the night Frank Goodman was killed.
Started way before that night. Started 10 years ago, and it still isn't finished.
You have cut off all of your long, beautiful hair.
I did it before you.
You telling me you didn't like it anymore?
No, actually, I grew it, but I sold it.
You sold your hair?
Well, I had to find a way to make some money. I figured that if I brought in enough money, Sawyer wouldn't have to box anymore, and this is exactly the kind of situation I was trying to avoid.
You love my son very much, don't you?
Yeah, more than I ever thought it would be possible to love anybody.
Has it just been horrible for the two of you these last few months?
Not horrible. It was hard sometimes.
Well, what did you do for money?
Well, BJ gave Sawyer some money before we left, but that was stolen. So we had to make do.
Oh, honey.
I guess the scariest part of it all was the night that we had to sleep in the park.
In the park? My God, anything could have happened to you two.
You know, it wasn't that bad. You know, we had each other. And we met some nice people. A hero man gave us money to take a ride on his swan boat. You know, it was really romantic. But we really missed our families a lot.
Mike and I have been sick with worry over you two. And with good reason. I mean, how long has this been going on?
A few weeks. I tried to tell him not to do it, but he wouldn't listen. You know, I feel like somehow that this is my fault.
No. You stop that kind of talk. Sawyer is very headstrong. Most men are. And let me take a wild guess here.
He insisted on boxing because it was the only way that he thought he could provide for the two of you, isn't that right?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Then you didn't do anything wrong. You did all you could.
You don't think I did anything wrong or that there was anything I could have said?
No, baby. No, not at all. And if I haven't told you, I'm very grateful to you.
Why?
For loving my son as much as you did. Enough for you to give up your own life. I mean, do you know how miserable this would have been for him if you'd had to do it alone?
I'm selfish. My life was meant... It wouldn't mean anything, nothing, if I didn't have Sawyer in it. It just has to be okay.
He will be. He is a fighter in every sense of the word. He's going to be okay.
And that's all I remember until Warren came back into the room. Do you believe me?
Before you came to town, I was raped. And not many people believed me. Jay was unconvinced. He got off without even a slap on his wrist. I believe you, BJ.
Thank you.
If I were to take this case, I would suggest that we enter a plea of not guilty. I don't know that that's the right strategy or the wrong strategy, but it's the truth. And telling the truth in this situation is the only thing that's going to make you come out a winner, even if you lose. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Does that mean you'll take the case?
I didn't say that. I'm tempted sorely. But there are a lot of considerations in my life right now. My job as DA, the race for the judiciary. My life is very complicated right now.
It sounds about normal. This may complicate things a little more, or make them crystal clear, but Meyson is going to be the presiding judge in this case.
Lionel?
Hmm?
Did you mean what you said?
About loving you? From the bottom of my heart.
Maybe I should tell you what's in my heart. Maybe I should just show you.
Is everything going to be all right?
I don't know until I get him to the hospital. We'll call an ambulance.
No, you can't do that.
I didn't have much choice. I do not know the extent of his injuries until I have hardware tests.
But if we do that, they'll ask a bunch of questions. They'll probably file a police report, and then Connor will be on us faster than greased lightning.
Listen to me. I know it's a calculated risk. But I've got to take it. If we don't, I'm not going to accept the consequences.
All right. Call him. Call him now.
That's terrific, my friend. Thank you very much. I got great news. They're still on the islands ready to storm the beach and surprise them.
Great. When do we leave?
I don't know. How soon can you pack a bikini and some sunscreen, huh?
Still hanging around?
Well, what are you doing here? I thought you had some damage control to do with Julia.
Talk about closing the barn door when the building's finally burnt to the ground.
Oh, Meyson, you and Julia have weathered worse than this. Besides, once you've won the election, things will settle back down to where they used to be.
If I win this election at the cost of my marriage, things will never be the way they used to be.
Meyson is the presiding judge?
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't you tell me?
I know you, Julia. If I had told you, you probably wouldn't have heard this. If you accept this case, I want you to accept it on its own merit, not because you have some political axe to grind with me. Yes.
Political? What about personal ramifications? This could signify the return of the Cold War with my marriage ending in a deep freeze.
Nobody said it'd be easy.
Nobody ever said anything to me. If everything I needed to know I learned in kindergarten, I must have been absent. BJ, I'm sorry, but this news just throws a wrench into the whole thing. I'm going to have to rethink this, and I'm going to have to talk to Meyson. I can't make any promises to you. Scratch that. There is one promise that I will make to you. There will be somebody by your side during that trial, I promise. If it's not me, I will find you someone, and it will be the best person I can find. Okay?
Thank you.
You guys don't fight fair.
We fight like you fight. You win, don't we?
Choices. How do you know when you're making the right one? I usually follow my heart, which usually leads me to Meyson. But my conscience has a voice here, too, and it's telling me not to turn my back on BJ. So what do? Listen to my heart or follow my conscience? Choices.